Good morning, healers. Welcome to week 3 of the art challenge for healers. So this week I want you to grab your sketchbook and the one that you used and you did watercolor washes in all week, and we're going to take a line for a walk. Okay, are you ready? Go get your stuff. Okay, now that you've gathered all your things, I want you to also grab Sharpies, pencils, and pens. And so today's exercise focuses on mark making and turning off your brain and taking a line for a walk. So watch this video and then turn on some good music, and then with those 3 tools, I want you to just like doodle across the page. Think zentangle stuff. Think the doodles you do when you're on the phone with somebody and you're a little bit bored and you're just like, oh look, I'm gonna draw this thing. Mine are usually these weird flowery mandala shapes that just kind of expand into vines and like climbing flowers down pieces. But so open your sketchbook and pull out the pieces of wax paper from last week, alright? Now you see how they've created these really interesting shapes. They look sometimes like ice forests, or like tree branches, or like strange waterfalls, or ghost shapes of people. Now I want you to just like look at those shapes for a minute. Take a deep breath and really like let the shapes of what they are sink into you. And then I want you to pick up your Sharpie and I just want you to draw all over the page. Like turn on some kind of soothing music, something comforting, and just draw all over the page. Fill that page with lines and doodles and concepts. And we're not going for shapes, but those shapes that are on there will help kind of like take your brain into like a doodle land of stuff. So do that, flip the page, go to the next one. Do that, flip the page, go to the next one. And try a lot of different versions of mark making. Try like hashing, which is just a bunch of lines in a row to create shadows and shapes. I recommend using the ballpoint pen for this one. The Sharpie is really bold, so it's best for like strong, bold lines, which you can see in my work. Feel free to check it out on my, I don't know where it would pop up, but on my website. You know what my work looks like. And then you can use the pencil for like soft shading. If you use an HB pencil, those work best for like thick, soft, like graphite looking shading. And so just experiment with it. Like even close your eyes and just like doodle all over the page, and then open them and try to make something out of that. Like more lines and more circles. Just experiment. So yeah, what that does is that again puts your brain into a meditative state, just like the previous 2 exercises did. And it allows you to just like see what comes. This is one of those places where like the raw symbology of shape kind of jumps into our brains and allows us to process things. I know when I'm feeling really angry, my like shapes are more like jagged and rough, and when I'm feeling like soft and sensual, they're more like flowing and wiggly, and when I'm feeling anxious, they're very firm, and like must control the situation, you know what I mean? And so creating like different expanding shapes is a really interesting experience, and I recommend you try it. So yeah, that's this week's exercise, taking the line for a walk. If you like it and you experiment with it, I would do this 2 or 3 times this week. Fill up the pages that you used last week. And you can also use blank paper. You don't have to use the watercolor paper, the watercolor pages that I recommended. Like always go with your intuition and what you feel like doing, because what you feel like doing, you're actually going to do. So allow yourself to, like if you like it, comment below and give a thumbs up. And I'll see you next week for your next healer challenge. I love you.